Hello everyone, it's me, Gemma, and it's finally here. It's summertime, and that means it's picnic time and strawberry time, and that means that I'm gonna make Victoria sponge. There's a couple of different ways of doing it. A lot of people have an all-in-one method, which is fine, but I like to cream my sugar and my butter together first and then add the ingredients after that. I think it makes a lighter sponge. But the first thing that you need to do for any Victoria sponge is weigh your eggs. And I've got 3 large free-range eggs and I've weighed them in their shells. And they weigh 194 grams. And so I've measured my sugar, my flour and my butter exactly the same weight. And that's gonna make a really deliciously light sponge. So, first thing I need to do is put my butter and my sugar into my mixer. So then the same weight of caster sugar, just pop that in there as well. And you want to beat this quite vigorously until it's light and fluffy. And then we'll add the eggs. So while that's beating, crack your eggs open and give them a little beating. Get them to be all smooth. Turn the mixer down a little bit. And then just add the eggs just a little at a time, sort of maybe 3 stages, beating in between. Just make sure you turn it down every time you add egg, otherwise your egg's gonna fly all over the place. Add the last little bit of egg. And now we need to add a few more bits and pieces. So I'm gonna sieve the same weight of self-raising flour as all the eggs and the sugar and the butter and stuff. I'm gonna put it through a sieve just to get a bit of light air into it. And I'm also going to add a teaspoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt as well. And then just sieve that. And then what we need to do is mix that in really gently. You can fold it in by hand, or I like to just put it in the mixer, to be honest. So just whack that in and then put it on the minimum speed until it comes together. And while it's doing that, while it's folding, I'm just going to whack a tiny bit of vanilla in. And then a little bit of milk, 1 or 2 tablespoons, just enough to loosen it up a tiny bit. And that's it. Right, so once your batter's ready, you need to put it in some cake tins. And I've got 2 8-inch round cake tins. And what I've done here is I've greased the sides and the base with butter. You can use oil or that weird spray stuff, that's also fine. And then I've floured the sides with just plain flour, and then I've put baking parchment on the bottom, and that's gonna help it all release really smoothly and lovely. So now we just need to divide your batter into the tins as equally as possible. If you wanted to weigh it, you could, but I'm not really into that. And then I'm using a cranked palette knife, this little guy. This is very, very handy. And I'm just gonna smooth it all out using my little palette knife to make it even. Okay, so they're both nice and level now. Now I need to just bake them. So I've got my oven preheated to 170 degrees C, and I'm gonna pop them in there for 25 minutes. Right, it's been in there for 20 minutes. I'm just gonna open the door, give it a poke with my skewer and see if it's ready. Yeah, all good, it's clean, so they're ready. I'm gonna take them out. So just leave them to cool completely, take about 20 minutes, and then we'll turn them out and we're gonna fill it with yummy stuff. So I'm just cutting some strawberries, these beautiful British strawberries. I only ever buy British strawberries. I just think it's nice to eat strawberries from your own country when they're in season. That's all, and they're delicious. Very yummy. So I'm gonna whip up some cream with a tiny bit of sugar. So I've got 300 ml pot of cream here, that's plenty. And then I've got 3 teaspoons of sugar, just a teaspoon for every 100 ml is fine. You just want to sweeten it a tiny bit. I'm not trying to make it like mega sweet because I've already got strawberries and cake. So whack that in as well. And start whisking. Right, so you want to make it sort of soft peak. And you just, to try that, you just pull out your machine. It's all kind of voluptuous and velvety and yummy. My cake's been cooling now for 20 minutes or so. It's just right. Now I want to put the best bit on the top. So I reckon this one's the best. So I'll put this one on the bottom. And then get your spatula out and blob some of that delicious whipped cream on. And then using your trusty palette knife again, just use that to smooth it all the way to the edge. Right, so once you've spread all that nice and thick on the first level, then it's strawberry time, and I've chopped some of these delicious strawberries in half. Right, I have some leftover cream, which is a great thing because I'm going to put more cream in because cream is my favourite. And also it's going to help the top to sort of stick to the strawberry layer you just made. So grab another blob and smooth it out. Right, so I'm going to put the lid on and just gently pick it up and pop it on the top. And then to finish it off, really simple, just a light scattering of caster sugar. You can use icing sugar if you want, but I think this one looks really nice. Right, so there is my brilliant, lovely, classic Victoria sponge, which is perfect for a picnic. Oh, it's so good. Really light. And not too sweet either, actually. Just right. Right, if you like this video and you want to see more videos by me, then don't forget to subscribe by clicking the link. And I am going to go and invoke a bit more summer by eating this delicious cake all by myself.